YouTube, Twitch, I am back. We are so close to slaying the spreadsheet right now. Look at it. There are 3 things that are not green right now. The last things are, I can't even actually say, I don't know why I did this, because I can't read it. Well, one of them is Ancient Meteorite, because that's what we're going to do today, which is basically the same effect as the Meteorite, except it's not every 3 pegs you hit, it's just every peg you hit. So it's basically a better version of that boss relic. Then I've got also Ancient Fleece, which is basically the old version of the Crit Fleece, which is like really strong because every crit just gets a 1.3 times damage up. And then the final one is Alien's Rock, which is the same as Alien Rock, except it targets all enemies, not just the ones around them. So again, these are all like buffed up versions of items that are already in the game, and I've already beat the game with them. So in theory, we actually have quite a nice smooth sailing until the end of the game. Anyway, we'll do Ancient Meteorite. I'm going to do it as the base Peglin character. There's no like particular logic behind this. I just thought we were going to play base Peglin character for a little bit of time, so. Alright, so the other thing about this is there's really no like, I don't think there's any build I can particularly abuse with this. Just any build that requires me to hit pegs, which fully enough is the majority of Peglin, will be improved by Ancient Meteorite. It might be quite good to get Meteorite plus Ancient Meteorite though, just in case it's like, I mean, I assume they synergize with one another. Anyway, I always want to take the attacking relic first. Grubby Gloves is without a shadow of doubt the most attacking relic here. We'll take it. But yeah, I suppose any build that has a on-peg hit effect gets improved by Kinetic Meteorite. I can't remember how many of these things are. Oh my god, that was so fast. I don't know how many things, like build-wise, will really be affected with this character in particular, but we'll find something. We'll find some interesting way to win the game, I'm sure. Right, set off the bomb now. Yeah, my stomach's not doing as bad today, thanks. Thanks for asking. It's still not perfect, but to be fair, it never is perfect, so I can't really complain. What's the difference between the Ancient and the regular Meteorite? So on the regular Meteorite, it's every 3 pegs hit, does an explosive force. The old Ancient version of this is every single peg is an explosive hit, which is really strong. It basically turns everything into the rubble, to be completely honest with you. So I imagine people are going to be thrilled by this. Okay, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer though, so we need to be careful. We can't just take bad things. That being said, we just said on-hit peg effects get better. The Book Club is an on-hit peg effect. Also has piercing. So I think actually I'll grab this immediately. And let's see what we're doing floor-wise. We can take 2 elites. I think that's pretty solid. Yeah, we'll go for 2 elites. Basically every single thing I've got left now in the hidden relics are boosted up versions of current relics. And since I've already beaten the game with those current relics, logic dictates I should be able to beat it with the souped up versions. So I'm hoping this will be a nice, you know, chill time. Maybe we'll find some weird interactions. I actually learned quite a lot of stuff from the run we did with the dodgy shortcut, I think it's called, the one where you hit the crit and it flies down to the bottom. I didn't realize any effect where it didn't actually physically make contact with the crit doesn't trigger the effect. That's something we learned like midway through the run. I also learned after the fact from the Keeper, I think I tested some of these interactions out, that this also would have triggered on the ball lightning with a lightning tendril. That also would have triggered the dodgy shortcut. So there's actually quite a lot of ways to play around that I didn't really know about. Other than the obvious one of just not doing a crit build. But I'm kind of happy that we tried to do something a bit zany, a bit weird. Also, this is proving to be a very good choice, I think, of all. Will it ever leave the board? It might hit the refresh again, you know. Maybe this is why it was changed. Okay, I hit the refresh. I got almost all the gold, but not quite the last bit. Right, I think one of the things we always make a mistake of when we do this, or often make a mistake of, is just going too wide too quickly. I think unless something's like an insane get for a character, I don't take this after I've taken another one. I think there are some minor exceptions, but we've got piercing. I think piercing is one of the key things you want to get early. Now that I've got it, let's just upgrade it. Okay, we want to go right as well because we want to fight 2 elites. Would love for this to be a battle, to be honest with you. It's not. It is big fish, though. Okay, I'll do my darndest. Because I kind of like the big build. Oh, please, Plinkus. Plinkus, bless me on this day. Blinkus has blessed us on this day. Well, big fish plus kinetic meteorite, or not kinetic meteorite, ancient meteorite, should be a pretty good synergy. Now, honestly, if we missed the elite, I'd be sad, but I think the big fish might actually be better. Okay, we did get our cake, and we got to eat it as well. And this seems like a great board for me. Any board that's dense with pegs, surely the ancient meteorite just goes crazy. I was wondering about that phrase, by the way, you can't have your cake and eat it, because it's kind of stupid, right? When you really, like, dig down into it, it just seems like a nonsensical thing. And I think the origins of it is just nonsensical, but, like, Victorian nonsensical, if you know what I mean, which is, like, I guess sensical, but for the Victorian era. And it was something along the lines of that cakes had, like, a certain, like, dress element, which, to be fair, they kind of do to modern-day standards as well. But in particular, the idea of it was that you would bake a cake and you would, like, show it off to people. And once you'd eaten the cake, then obviously you couldn't show it off to people because you had consumed it. Which is, like, you know, it's kind of a no-shit Sherlock type of thing, but probably that's where the phrase originated. I don't know how, I don't know how truthful I believe it. Like, I've seen a few things on the Great British show Bargain Hunt before where it's like, you know what this object is? You know what this, like, Edwardian object does? And they go, oh, it's a bandage roller. And you watch them go, like, you put the bandage in here and you turn the handle. And, like, I'm watching, I'm like, you know, one of those things is, like, not doing anything. It's like, I don't think you know what this is. I think you've made this up. I think you've got it wrong. It just doesn't look like it would be made in the shape for this, like, task it's performing. Not that obviously I've been a historian, and not enough that I would care anyway to, like, argue the toss against it, but, you know, sometimes I just think you kind of made this up a little bit, you know? Like, you've over-egged what this item is. It's like, you know, it's just like a fancy comb or something. They're like, oh no, this is like a special donkey comb for combing donkeys. After playing, I assume you mean, was it called Plinko? Plimbo. I was thinking it's called Plinko, but that's something else. Plimbo. I should be better at navigating the alternate peg map, you'd think. Although, to be fair, it's purely probability-based Plimbo, so it shouldn't help me at all. Anyway, I'm going to take another book club because big fish. If I see a big orb now, I'm inclined to take it. And we're hitting a point now where if we get the duplication event, I'd be pretty happy. Alright, Oboe, good defensive item, like really, really good defensive item, to be honest with you. One of the few items in the game where I think you'd just never be upset to get the item. And now big orbs, they do 3 damage when they hit a peg. Honestly, I kind of need to slow my roll a bit here. I want to get all the delicious gold. I actually didn't think about this as well. With piercing plus grubby gloves, such a strong synergy. And actually, the big fish also lets me hit, like, the top row enemies while I'm using the heavy balls, whatever they're called. They actually have a text. They don't have a text, right? It's just you can't hit the top row with them. Almost terrible the Ring of Pain mass healing build. Even then, I don't think it's bad. Like, sure, it would lower your damage, but like, the defense would be worth it. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm not taking anything but big orbs anymore, but I'm getting close to saying that. I think we're taking another upgrade here. I mean, right now, if I can make these massive, like, if I can get Hero's Backpack as well, it's basically all-in-one orb, right? Dude, I'll fight an elite. Okay, I'll get Dunjai, which actually is not bad right now. It's not terrible. Oh, this will be terrible, though. it's going to be really hard for me to navigate. Okay, whatever. Honestly, we've been blessed so far. I won't complain too much. But yeah, like, these have got quite low damage. They have piercing on it. They have like a good single target damage effect on it. It gives me armor. It's like the all-in-one orb right now. The only issue is I can't hit the top row very easily, but even then I can still damage them. And yeah, big ups synergize with the meteorite as well. Like, the longer I can like keep this on the board, the better. The more likely it is to hit another peg to bounce back to the top again. The keeper's drawing a piece on art on the ability of big orbs to stay on the top of the board, based on probability density of pegs. Some are calling it a masterpiece, a magnum opus, if you will. Just annihilated that tree stump. It's gone. My only downside here is I can't get to the refresh right now. And I couldn't get in the gap because it's bouncy, so this is actually a pretty weak shot. Oh well. Fortunately for me, I had 32 armor at the time, so I'm not going to lose much sleep over that. I guess we have, like, oh my god, did you see some of the movement there? We have a bit of an issue on maps where power sliding's powerful because obviously it won't work anymore. Which is like one of the weaknesses of bouncy balls. For example, the orb that shall not be named. I've also completely forgotten I've got Dungeon Die. I was like, why is my damage different? It's like, oh yeah, Dungeon Die. You literally just took it before. The Keeper's Doctrine is about the synergy between Ancient Meteorite and Dungeon Die with Big Fish. I think that, I mean, I don't know if the rest of it's like a favorite of the Keeper, but I think bouncy, explosive, rubbery things plus Dungeon Die, that's what gets the Keeper going. Like on public holidays, this is the thing that the Keeper wants to calculate. There's an algorithm here to be made, or a formula to be deduced. Okay, I can make things rubbery as well, which I don't think I need to do right now. Again, I'm kind of like, what if I just get more big orbs? What if I get Hero's Backpack? Wouldn't that be nice? Also, I will say, this kinetic meteorite thing that's not kinetic meteorite, ancient meteorite, does seem to have a bit of the electromagnet in it, like it's actually pulling slightly as well. I mean, that's pretty good as well, to be fair. I actually might take Pocket Sand here, because we've got a lot of armor generation, and it just leads to another win condition where enemies eventually blind themselves on me. The healing would be nice as well, but you know what? New Pocket Sand, I'll try it. On the Keeper's birthday, the Keeper of the Keeper dressed up as in a rhubarb suit. I mean, be careful, the Keeper watches this, his deck's going to be turned, like, you know, on the 45-degree angle right now. Okay, well, obviously we're not letting the book club sink. I tell you what, Dagob, I wouldn't be upset to see you gone. Although, that being said, I think it actually is better to get rid of the Pebble. But I was tempted, Dagob. I was tempted to send you to the Shadow Realm. Again, because of the meteorite, like, navigation's impossible here. I just need to hope for the best. And actually, to be fair, even if it went the other way, I was like, probably okay. Hagling's Hat versus Ambidextrary. Hagling's Hat is actually quite good, but I don't think I need the defensive aspect from it. So you know what? I'll agree. I'll take Ambidextrary, which is better in the later game, which we're not in right now. But it's so good in the later game that if I can get to the later game, then it's always a good take. How's the spreadsheet going? We have 3 more things to tick off, and this is one of them. You know what, Dagob? 4-7? What about if I fire a 3-0 Horror Ball, which Big Fish is? Actually, it might not have been better. We'll see. In theory, this is my counter fight, right? Because I can't hit them with the big book lob. Okay. Oh, 5-5 terrible, though. I'll take it. Let me get the bombs. I triggered every bomb but one. I did notice. I nearly even said, like, this probably increased my chance of opening this as well. But I just didn't believe. And rightfully so. You're a 0-5, which I wasn't really paying attention to. It doesn't really matter. I was going for the fish right. Anyway. All up nothing. In theory, pretty good with dungeon die. It depends on the role, right? But for the most part, mathematically speaking, or art speaking, sorry. Pardon my language. It should be pretty good. But again, I think all or nothing is like, it's one of the few orbs where you have to get a certain relic before you take it. And it either has to put more crits on the board, or it has to be Betsy's Hedge. It's so good with Betsy's Hedge, but it's like pretty average with everything else. I'm actually considering just doing nothing. Just bank the money for later. I'll do a little greed. I don't really care where I go here. To be honest with you, maybe I should have gone for a question mark. Hope for an elite. Oh well. Again, this is going to just be pure chaos because the meteorite is going to make it so that any of my set shots won't work anymore. That being said, it's a pretty dense map for pegs, so I expect this to go well. And it's a big orb which is unlikely to go down the little gaps. We could be here for some time, actually. I've already killed the tree before the shots even started. Bat has fallen now as well. And astonishingly, despite all this, it was actually pretty poor damage in the end. What are you? 2-5. Okay. Not really matters, the bombs are going to end the battle, but... In fact, it would be more optimal there for me to not end the battle, I suppose. I mean, theoretically, this should be insane, right? Actually, you could be pretty good as well. Because I forget, you're not the one that doesn't hit pegs. You always get caught under the blanket of the Necromancer, which is completely garbage. I think you're pretty bad, to be fair. But you're not on the same like level of awfulness as Necromancer is. That means that I'm not going to take you. I think Swaltop is a fine take. It's not my first choice of an orb right now. But it's not my last either. Take 10 health. I'm going to just assume we're fine. You know what? Give me another Swaltop upgrade. Take me down. And we should be pretty good here. The Swaltop protects me from a bad roll on the dungeon die. Like this one. 8-4 though, that's a good roll. Break the tree. Uh, 2-1 versus 1-0. I'll take the 1-0. I'll try to get to the refresh. The Morbidon's not as bad as his brother, but the relation is enough. Kind of, yeah. I'll try and get some damage off the Terror Ball here. Maybe a misplay, to be honest with you. But I kind of needed the refresh. 3-1 versus 3-8. Oh, let me try and clear a path to the refresh. Okay. I was going to say the plant's dead, but he's super dead. The tree takes the hit. You're a 0-3, which is kind of annoying, but I think I still fire you. In part, just to give me armor. But obviously, as well, the big fish is working. The big fish is working overtime right now. Alright, 4-7, we'll get the refresh. And hopefully single target damage gets you, but not quite. Either way, the armor protects me. And now, you're going to get hit by a 6-6. The mole is gone. And the battle is still going. Hang on a minute, is this... Okay, I was going to say, is it bug? Okay, I mean, speaking of bugs. Is that a bug to give me this level of, like, dopamine? Who knows? Haggard's Satchel, the fresh potion I can't take because I don't have refreshes. Unpretentious Pendant, I could take it, but like, I think the keeper would get cross with me because it makes Dungeon Die theoretically worse. Well, I'm not taking this. Oh wait, I've got a dictionary. I forgot. Wait, I should take this. Yeah, I take Sealed Conviction. It's a rare Sealed Conviction run. Because normally I don't take ambidextrous on the first floor, so it's very unusual for me to take that on the second floor. It is all in all making Dungeon Die kind of like worse and worse. Because like you theoretically get the biggest boon on Dungeon Die for like a 0-0, right? Because you can't get a negative on the damage roll. So at worst it's going to stay the same. But when you get to a certain point, you know, like then you get into the art average, right? And the art average is going to be, you know, something along the lines of +1, right, on the stats. What a blessed run this is. Oh my god, so blessed. A 6-9 into a 6-7. It's all the memes. All the meme numbers. $5-4. Yeah, you've lost it. You've lost your touch. People can't keep up their comedy routines for that long, right? It gets stale eventually. Alright. You, my friend, are in trouble. I'd be shocked, by the way, if we can't kill the wall. I feel like this is the ultimate relic into the wall. The board is so dense. Speaking of ultimate relics, yeah, I'll grab a doctor just in case something really bizarre happens. I probably don't need to ever fire it, but we've got one now. Give me the crit. Nice, okay. Oh my god, who do you think I am? Uh-oh! That fight is so hard, normally. Just to obliterate them feels so good. Right. We should upgrade you to max level, because I just think you're a fantastic orb. I'll read this. There's, like, not a lot of reason to, but equally, is there a reason not to right now? I have 24 armor anyway, so... Actually, I say it wasn't a good choice. It was a good choice. There was no downside. Okay, this fight normally quite hard. Actually, it might still be hard. My opening isn't great here. And they spawned 2 enemies. Normally I'd be molding actually at this start, but I think we'll be fine. Let me slow the game down as well. If we get the crit here, so be it. Okay, we got the crit, so be it. I still think it's going to be a good shot. I just wanted to get to my piercing up faster. I missed the refresh. What a schmuck. Never mind, I hit the refresh. What a god. If there was, like, one more thing I could ask for, and, you know, it's asking quite a lot at this point, because the run is obviously insane. If I could get an alternate refresh tech, I think the run is at moon status. In fact, it's beyond moon status. We're, like, orbiting, like, Pluto or something. Oh, cool. What's the Pokemon version I'm playing called? Pokemon Unbound? Holding make me lose my beard? I don't think so. Only use once per battle, so I'm allowed to fire this. I still can't get around. This used to be like you fire it once, on the first level this is, and it would be removed from the sack. Speaking of losing my beard, I might cut my hair at some point over the weekend. The reason why I make, well, not make a big deal of it, but like, I'm forewarning it, is that my head shaver, or my shears, as I call them, you know, like shearing a sheep or something, but my hair, the wire on it is broken. So when I cut my hair, I have to hold the wire together to make it work. And as like a gift idea about a year ago or something, my family was like, oh, we'll get you a new one. And they bought one, but for some reason, not naming any names, it just rhymes with Hillips, the company. Their razor thing, it said head and beard, which is fine. I need to cut both of those things, or hair and beard. The highest setting they've got on it is a number 2, which is not what I would, say is conducive towards head hair cutting. Like, normally I would do like a 5 at the top and like a 3 on the sides. Like, I just do like a big haircut at once. So as a forewarning, if I'm bald in like a week's time, that's the reason. My shaver broke midway through, and I've had to use the Philips branded shaver, not naming any names. And I'm gonna have to cut it to like a 1 or a 2 or something instead. So, just in case you're wondering, there's nothing like, sinister going on behind the scenes. It's literally just the fact I can't be bothered getting a different one. Can I not tape it? I've tried to. But it doesn't seem to work as well as me just holding it together. What I really should do, and I don't necessarily have all the tools for this, hold on a sec, is I should probably strip the wire off, pull the wire together, twist it together, and like solder it in some way together again. Or as you said, just like tape it together with the wire like tied together, then put a wire clip around it. I just don't have those things in my person. Again, it'd be like a task to get all these things I need for it. But yeah, it's also really annoying because it's not just a single wire. It's the 2 wires together are like plastically fused together like this. So I'd have to strip the wire apart, then strip the bit of wire that I need to strip, and then repair it. But as I said, there's no real problem with this. It's just me being a bit lazy. By the way, the reason I stopped there is I've got Summoning Circle into Book Club with a big fish. This should be really good. Goodbye. Sadly, the damage on this wasn't very good, but it's still good enough. Refresh me? No. Alright. We did get 36 armor there as well, so actually, all around, pretty good. Right, Swoltop, you're definitely still a part of the build. Perfect. Okay. Upgrade you. I might even do it twice. Have we got a shop coming up? Okay, we have a shop coming up. I'll actually save a bit of money. Again, the optimal play here... Fuck. The optimal play here is to actually misnavigate, I think. Get some gold, misnavigate. I whiffed the shot. Actually, I'm not sure about you. You know what? Give me 63 gold and I'll take 8 damage. That's a reasonable deal for me. Free upgrade, don't mind if I do, I'll take you up a level. I don't really need the healing that much right now. And all you get on the next level is persist. I'm ratting you out, you son of a gun. I want an elite fight. I was about to say, the actual only issue I've got right now is if I get Mirror Knight, it could be a bit problematic, but we didn't get Mirror Knight. So I literally have no targeted up, so I need to be a bit careful about the elites on this floor. There is a loss condition. Probably not, though, because I think I would just have obliterate him before the reflect ever mattered. I imagine there's a world where you could pass it together that I do actually lose in this fight. Or in that fight, sorry. Summoning Circle plus Doctor is normally a really good roll, but in this situation it doesn't matter. Like, look at all the healing. I'm really just doing this to get gold. $410 healing is not bad. Refresh? Not quite. You know, this has actually been a somewhat interesting experiment, though, in the form of, if you made everything super bouncy, how good would the run be? I'm halfway through the second floor, and I'm not really worried yet about the refresh, right? Which normally at this point of the game would be causing me, like, severe headaches. But it's just not proven to be a problem. I'm just hitting enough pegs that I'm always clearing the space for the refresh. Your cat says hello. Hello, Cool's cat. AKA Cool Cat. Oh my god. 600 damage. How did you miss me, by the way? Oh, blindness, sorry. I even forgot I've got a bit more protection. There's no gold on the board, so... Sure, it's over. Do I want a rub orb? No, I want to continue enjoying this one if you don't mind, so we won't take it. Pincer Maneuver Powder Collector, which is kind of funny with this. Branch of Ember. This Branch of Ember means if someone shoots me with a range attack, they'll get brambled. I'm going to take it. I think this doesn't offer me too much, although it's not bad. And then I actually don't want to take this because I think my build is more fun. A talking cat will make you think it's a social media AI thing. Dude, don't. I don't get some of the social media AI stuff. Like, some of it is just so obviously that you're like AI cat something, like cat riding polar bear or something. I just don't get like what the draw is in it. Clearly, people must be clicking on it to give impressions to get money from it, which makes it worth AI generating the video or the image to begin with. But I just don't get it. As soon as I see anything like that, I just instantly like scroll off it. It's just junk. Alright, this is a disappointing selection of items. I mean, none of these are big, which is my first, you know, grievance. Then this is completely awful. Sorry, Keeper. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anything here really helps me. I don't really need the unicorn horn. It's somewhat refresh tech, but I don't care enough. We don't need the damage of Suffer the Sling. I don't really need the max health. I don't really need the shield basher. I guess we can take Strange Brew. And remove an orb. I will get rid of the... You know what, Terrible? You've actually been useful. I'll get rid of the Pebble. I'd like to go left, but... who knows with the Ancient Meteorite where we're going. He'll figure it out. I don't think I've ever destroyed as many pegs as that on the navigation before. Oh, it's Betsy's Hedge. You're a bit late. Refreshing bombs could actually be quite nice. I mean, we don't really have a bomb build, but equally, do we care about Betsy's Hedge that much? It'd be nice. It's more damage. Honestly, do I need this either, though? Maybe, like, nothing matters anymore. Maybe we're just good. Because I've already turned down most of the bomb-related paraphernalia. Why is Kinetic Meteorite the first relic? The key is it's not the Kinetic Meteorite, it's the Ancient Meteorite! The better version of Kinetic Meteorite, which you can't get normally. It's one of the 3 hidden things I've not done yet. It basically turns every orb into Rub Orb, as you may have noticed. But I guess part of the problem, the point of the bombs is to like shore up my AoE damage, but I just don't need it. I've got 3 orbs that do decent AoE damage. So I guess we just take more damage. I'm cheating, checking PC. To be fair, I didn't do this in a very cinematic way, right? You meant to like leave the best till last or something along those lines, where you're like, leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. But like 3 of the last hidden relics I've left are probably some of the best relics in the game. Not including the one that just fully cheats and just says you can't die. Despite which I managed to still lose with. By the way, we could be here for some time. Bumpers plus the Kinetic Meteorite. In fact, the bumper isn't even like bumpering anymore. It's just like... it's bouncing too quickly to even see the bumper move. I can die to all, yeah. That's the only thing that the Seraphic Shield can not save you versus, I think. That's pretty good. That's pretty good damage. Alright, Horrible, it's your turn. But yeah, this relic in particular, I think against the wall is actually insanely powerful. No Everwhammer hurts. Yeah, we're not seeing it yet, so it might come up still. But honestly, big fish plus like 5 big things in the sack is just good enough. I will say again, get refresh tech at some point is my advice to myself. Help, oh, stuck. I wonder if it got that perfectly 90-degree angle if it would just bounce there indefinitely. Help, oh, stuck. 7-7 versus 8-8. We'll take the 8-8. And hopefully one day hit the refresh. Okay. Trolled by the game now. Fortunately, he's 30% blind, so he missed me. And then summoning circle into a bunch of squirrels will get him. We finally hit the refresh. The refresh could troll you as the Dimitri in the wall fight. I guess. It would take a lot though. Okay, it can't do it anymore. I've got the answer to it. Rub orb? Not necessary. Every orb's a rub orb right now, but better. I mean, that's a given. A really weak selection of relics again. I guess I'll take the cookie, but I don't really have any synergy with it. But in the future we might get some healing. Alright, maybe in the future I'll grab the rub orb then, if you want to see how much it bounces. If the squirrels are affected by the die, the squirrels... Oh, actually I don't know. I assume not, right? Because it's not actually a damage on the side. Like, it's not an orb on my side to be affected by dungeon die, so I assume it's the same. Can't remember what they are. Are they 2 4s or 2 3s? Or are they 1 2s even? Anyway, nice try. Right, your 2 turns to step up to me. Elite, you've walked into the wrong neighborhood. I know it's your own neighborhood, but you shouldn't have gone there. You should have heard me clanking down the street with like 5 shields and a summoning circle. Anytime you want to go off the board now, it'd be much welcomed. Oh no, it's gone to the top again. You know what? I'll try and kill you with this to save me from firing the other buckle orb. Alright. So next one's the war battle. We should just upgrade something we've got. I guess we'll take the buckle orb up another level. Concentration doesn't really matter. We're not bomb stuff. Actually, Criticus will be okay. I just don't imagine we're going to reload too often with this build anymore, because I think we'll kill them before the reload ever happens. I mean, that's a okay opening, I'll say. Swaltorb into... against a Pebble. Oh, do I have something circled into a shield? I do. It's the level 2 buckler, but it doesn't matter for the sake of the big fish. He does not care about your levels. All he cares about is, are you a big boy? The Swaltorb is getting a lot of value. It's actually pretty close to the perfect opening, I think. Because I'll get to concentration on the board in a second to get the refresh. Then immediately use the Swaltop value. You underestimate Meteor? It's not the normal Meteor, it's Ancient Meteorite. I have to, like, clarify this. This is what the Kinetic Meteorite used to be. It's now a hidden relic in the secret game files. You know what? Give me the refresh. It's not the same meteorite, it's a different one. It's the secret one. Yeah, it's a custom run. For the sake of spreadsheet reasons. Oh, I've won. Didn't fire up one of my important orbs. I didn't use the buckle orbs. Yeah, sorry YouTube, Twitch are getting in late right now. It's the first run of the stream. So if you go to the spreadsheet, in the very top right corner, there's 3 white boxes. This is one of the white boxes. So that's what we're up to. I was gonna say, what happens if you get 2 meteorites? I can't take my choice because it would make Big Fish awful. How do I have 4 book clubs? Because I keep buying them and taking them and upgrading them. Are you guys not watching the runs? Is that what's going on? By the way, this would also be really, really good, I think. But I have to. This is the only time we'll probably ever see this. Ancient Meteorite plus Kinetic Meteorite. How explosive is the third shot going to be? They even line up in the same column. Sorry, in the same row. And we fight the dragon. Oh my god, you fool. It's probably the best fight I could have ever asked for. I'm going to super mega blind you. It's such a dense board as well. You guys, what killed the dinosaurs? No, Arnie, it's not the Ice Age, it's this. And also, it's not going to be the dinosaurs, it's going to be the dragons. Honestly, I just want to mess about with you for a little bit. Give me some gold. You have 32 armor anyway, so, you know, you're not going to hurt me. See a book club, take a book club. Are we going to the shop? Maybe. Maybe a bit later. Sure. Just in case that someone got the duplication event, which would actually be quite hard right now since I'm not going to question mark tiles for a bit. God, duplicate all would be so good. Alright, 11, 10 book club, don't mind if I do. Don't heal them. That's not fair, that's cheating. Oh, by the way, the other part of the build that's not even really ever coming up right now is if an enemy hits me with blindness. Sorry, if an enemy hits me, they get blind. And when they get blind, they get bramble. So a ranged enemy can't approach me anymore. Which, to be fair, they're a ranged enemy, so does it really matter that much? It kind of does. I can lock people at the back of the board. But either way, the blindness is going to be so nice for me. Case in point, I just dodged an attack through blindness. Oh, it's another big boy. It's another big boy. Sorry, Rubub enjoyers. I'm not taking the Rubub over a big thing. Yeah, it's this. That gives me another form of scaling. We do still not have any refresh tech exactly. But we should still be okay. Cheese won't matter. We'll take super boots. And yeah, we'll fight an elite. Is there any elite that can really bother me right now? Hansi is actually a really good shout. Maybe he could bother me. I actually don't want to hit the crit right now. Yeah, maybe it's you that bothers me. Because how much is this going to do? Okay, it was okay. Hang on a second. This is actually losable. We should still be okay because I've got some protection, but I'd rather not fuck around too much. I'm really happy I've grabbed this Doctor Orb, though, at the very least. Good shot. Alright. Learn my lesson of the big orbs. Can only be fired once a refresh has gone off. Now can be fired. Do I need a bit of, like, kinetic energy from hitting a peg? Okay, it concerned me for a second, but we're fine. And honestly, I don't feel the need to instantly heal. We have a Doctor Orb. We'll be fine. I'll save my money. Also, now we've got Popping Corn, so we're fine. Right, double everything, please. That's not doubling everything. We probably prefer left. And I'd prefer left again. Okay. So we'll go a slightly different way than I planned. You guys will have a bad time here, I think. I think I'm your counter this time. Alright, 7-10 versus 6-7, but the 6-7 is going to stay on the board longer, I think. So I'll take the 6-7. I was going to say, come on, just fall over. Alright, carry on. If I can go right, I'd be happy here, but it's quite hard to go this fight to the right. Okay, fair enough. Actually, it didn't matter. Left is okay, because I think I want to go on the right path now. We'll take Adventuring. Shouldn't matter too much, but it's more damage. Right, Matroyska. Go get him. Oh my god. Also, in theory, refresh deck. Hitting like insane multi-ball. More likely we're going to hit the refresh than not. You're going to have a really horrible time here, I imagine. Thanks to Big Fish, which, by the way, is doing 7 damage a pop now. More healing. I actually forgot I got super boots as well. The rich get richer. Again, I don't really care. In fact, it's optimal because I'm getting more gold. Okay. Shop with 103. Oh boy, my favourite is collusion detection. The shop relics have been so bad. I'll take another book club, though, for the sake of making my sack really big. I'll remove a pebble. And now we're in real prime position for a duplication of the sack. Eight damage a pop. You dead? Actually, harm my body right now? You're crazy. By the way, Matroyska, or Matroyska, sorry, plus Adventuring, actually pretty strong. I'm getting a lot of plus 10s from this. Can you guys stop? Right, you're half blind now. Oh my god. I'll get to the refresh one day, don't worry. Slowly digging it out. Okay, here we go. We're safe now. Just took a while to get to my refresh. Do I take another one? Do I just take the win here? Ah, screw it. Let's keep doing it. I think the ghost is not that bad for rolls. Not my favorite roll for certain. I also would have liked this to have gone slightly differently. Great work, Matryoshka. Back to full health. I should grab a refresh circle, I think. Just a touch of protection. Aliens, rock, duplication station, or refreshing punch. I'll take duplication station. And sorry, Rub-Bob enjoyers. Oh, maybe we get a chance to grab the Rub-Bob still. I was going to say, I don't think we get a chance to grab the Rub-Bob with this build. I mean, every shot is a Rub-Bob shot, to be honest with you. It's like the same thing. Okay, we won't get a Rub-Bob. I was not offered it. Again. I think we're already at max health. So, Dragon Fight. I think we're good. 11-6. I don't even need to look at the dungeon die anymore. If it's a book club, we fire it. 9 damage a pop from the big fish. And look at the armor we're going to be getting. And again, the reason why I said this battle is going to be super free for me, or should be super free for me, is that he's going to start blinding himself eventually. And when this guy gets 100% blind, he can't really do much to you. The only thing he'd do to me then is the flaming pegs, which do damage still. But I have so much armor generation, I've got so much health generation. Basically, he's screwed. As soon as his portrait appeared on my map, it was over. Also, dense boards are always good with Kinetic Meteorite and Ancient. And actually, I didn't even notice this. Kinetic Meteorite never triggers. That's the synergy between the two. It just doesn't ever work. So it's like, it's the ultimate anti-synergy. It literally turns it off. But, you know, now we know. It won't ever matter ever again, but we know now. Also, this fight may never end. We'll see. Surely eventually I'll create a well and not hit the refresh. Yeah, I've done 1,500 damage, by the way, with big fish right now. Just the big fish alone. Not even my orb damage. Also, you say I'll be here for a while. Oh, he can end shot. Oh my god, that's such a rare occurrence. To stop the game soft locking, this was introduced in a patch a while ago. I've never seen it before. But I can forcibly end my shot if I want to. I won't, because we're not soft locked, but... Well, at least that I know. Also, he would have died anyway to Big Fish. If this never ever left the board. But I think it will. Eventually. Come on. Oh, but we also have 92 armor right now. This is why Kinetic Meteorite is the way it is, and not the way this is, the Ancient Meteorite, by the way. Just in case it wasn't abundantly clear. It would be a pretty good boss relic. And also, just as a, you know, just mentioning this, the end shot button wasn't in the game when this was this way. Which, to be fair, I don't think I actually ever made the official game, but... Okay, we're slowly getting there. He has taken 3,000, nearly 500 damage to Big Fish. I've hit a crit, which is half the damage of my shot. All right, good. You wouldn't hit it again, would you? Surely eventually if the refresh goes to the bottom anyway, it'll get trapped at the bottom when it refreshes the board. $156 armor now. The refresh is nearly open again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh. As long as it gets trapped at the bottom, you can hit the refresh again if you want to. Right now, it's like, is this a blessing or a curse if we hit it again? It's the highest one at the top now. It hit it again! Ah, it's come out again, okay. Twitch chat, I think it's time to bounce on it. And a low 4 bounce, I think, right now, because that's very much what's happening right now. What a hell of a first shot, though. You gotta give me that. I guess as well, I said it was all damage from the big fish. I suppose we're filibusters doing some damage now as well. My YouTube video viewers, when they turn on the video and go like, oh my god, it's a 50 to 60 minute episode. It must be 2 runs. Little do they know I got there in 40 minutes or something, and the remainder of the 20 minutes of the video is this. And I'm not fast forwarding this for you, YouTube. I mean, you'll know that because you'll be watching it right now. My words that I'm speaking are not fast forwarded. I don't sound like one of the chipmunks. This is the only time I'll ever see this because I probably won't do a custom run with the custom things again. The best part is the plus 10 thing at the top. It's a star on the Christmas tree. It's kind of crazy how, consistently just knocking it down, row by row by row. The Keeper is going to make some fine art out of this episode. That's all I'm going to tell you. I apologize to the Keeper of the Keeper. You're not going to see the Keeper for some time. Alright, we're approaching the point where he's going to be dead. He would be dead if it had not hit the crit. To be fair, odds were against that, it turns out. Okay, here we go. A little well is forming on the right side. The absolute cinema will be if I leave him 1 health. That would be the funny part. And I could have made this worse as well. I could have got bouncy bumpers. I mean, I didn't ever see it, to be fair. I probably would have taken it if I'd seen it, but... think what it would have been like with bouncy bumpers. It's free again, the refresh. He's teasing me. Oh, hold on. Okay, well, he's dead now as soon as the shot finishes. This might be it. This could be it. Nope, we're back to the top. Are you gonna hit the refresh again? Nope, back into the chasm. One shot, one kill. Ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know how I entered that battle with them, but I assume it was in like the hundreds, the many hundreds. Alright, well, 59-minute run where something like 492, what a shame, it's the big 500. 59-minute run where I think maybe 19 minutes of it was the last shot of the game. Probably the longest shot I've ever done in Peglin. And another thing to cross off the spreadsheet, we've done Ancient Meteorite. And again, we've answered the question, what killed the dragons? It was this, it wasn't the Ice Age army. And YouTube, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!